Good morning again. Education. Um, Education is a good thing in normal circumstances. And when we got our freedom, um, money was scarce. And unfortunately, we had a civil war, which was a very regrettable event to occur, giving the country a very bad start and creating enmity. Absolutely dreadful. But we're talking about education. And in the early days, the Sisters of Mercy Presentation Sisters, Marist Sisters, and Ursuline Sisters, the Retta Sisters, and for boys, Christian Brothers, Presentation Brothers, Marist Brothers, the LaSalle Brothers, and in some cases priests, if you were in a boarding school, which I was. It was mostly priests. Now, it was for a few years, and until I went to a day school for my leaving cert. Now, so the education was very good, and we were taught religious education and in the home and all the rest of it. But what is education today? Has it lost its full meaning? I'm afraid it has. This Minister for Education, Fine Gael Minister for Education, Norma Foley, probably with the business of the Taoiseach and people of that calibre, is introducing for 12-year-olds, maybe even younger, sex education. An article in the Irish Catholic by David Quinn, who's a very good writer on issues that affect the practice of the Catholic faith, and he referred to it that parents don't necessarily want this, that this is a gender business. When you're born or a boy or a girl. That is the way, and you're made in the image and likeness of God. But what is the Department of Education now going to inflict on these young, innocent children that need to be nourished and given a spiritual development so as to save their immortal souls? They're being given and supported by the Irish National Teachers Organisation, a body that's not fit to be governing anybody because of their policies of this type of thing. They want to inflict so that a boy or a girl, a young child, innocent, but at the use of reason, be taught that they can change their sex, the gender, evil. If they think they're a girl, then they are a girl. And then they can have medical treatment that's serious consequences to change their sex. Oh, what evil. Taking on the place of God, made in the image and likeness of God. What pure evil. And parents are being advised to check parents that feel irresponsible. And most parents are when it comes down to it. Even if they're not practicing a Catholic faith or a Christian faith, they don't want their children to be disturbed in this area. And if those that do, be very few. And then if there's ones that accept that, they want to examine their conscience. They're cooperating in evil. The evil of the worst kind. So parents have been advised to check that the Catholic schools that are attending will not be subjected to this. And also then parents are being advised by homeschool experts that they can homeschool their children and so prevent them from being contaminated. And there are Catholic schools being established, one in Limerick, which is purely devoted to the spiritual welfare of the students in their class, and they have to be congratulated. And I hope more of them sets up. We know that the schools that are under the patronage of some other different crowd than the Catholic schools will probably go along with the like of that. But anybody that has children in those type of schools will want to examine their conscience and not allow their children to be indoctrinated with this evil. This government has inflicted something terrible. They're going from bad to worse. Killing of the innocent, interfering with marriage between a man and a woman, probably introduce euthanasia, assisted suicide for the vulnerable. What a crime that are helping them, helping mothers. And what are they doing with young women? Giving them free contraception. Did you ever hear such like? Send them down a very wrong path. They should be promoting chastity and the spiritual well-being of people. No, their education has gone down a very bad road. It doesn't matter what way they are, this is what they are doing, and they have to be resisted. It doesn't affect me, but I can visualize children should be brought up in such a way as to save their immortal souls. That is the proper way to do it. And now those that don't do it will have to answer for it when they pass from this short life compared to eternity. So this is just something that I just read in the Irish Catholic there this week. And but it's already been an issue raised by other people. Yeah, and condemned as an encroachment in a very dangerous area. What is wrong with this government? What is wrong with them? It's a mixed bag. Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, the Green Party, and then obviously supported by the like of Sinn Féin, who don't practice the virtues and the great gifts of the Catholic faith with the sacraments and the sacrament of confession, Holy Communion. So ponder these things, you that are parents, and make sure your children are subject to that. If you have any faith, yeah, do that and respect your children that were brought into the world to save their immortal souls. Yeah, they won't do it that way with this inflicting this evil on them. No, sorry. I've seen it in the United States. I've seen ones that were, when they were young, being and without the parents' consent and regretting it. I heard a lovely looking girl speaking at a thing, regretting the thing, and she had a man's voice. It was very sad. She had gone through the gender and she was 15. What a regretted it. There you are. And spoke against it. Yeah. Elon Musk said that those people that inflict such evil on people that need the doctors and murder would need to be prosecuted, and along with them, the people that inflicted it. Yeah, they have an awful lot to answer for. Wouldn't need to be in their shoes. So do what you can in this area and make sure your children are not subject to that. They're there for to learn their lessons and save their money, and have religious instruction. Straightforward religious instruction, not any sort of weak stuff that save their immortal souls and give them that power and strength with our little prayers morning and evening, and visiting the church and go to Holy Mass and join the Holy Rosary in their home every night or wherever it is, else that other these Christian denominations ask people to do. Probably read the Bible, which is a good thing too. Bye now. Say your prayers. Have a good day.